Welcome, and I hope you're doing well. Let's go into how Will Smith stayed true to himself. As an all-round entertainer, he had once famously said, "I wouldn't do anything that would in turn embarrass my mother." And we all agree he hasn't done that in his career. Being an A-list Hollywood actor, he and his wife, Jada Smith, openly spoke out over the lack of diversity recognition in 2016 Oscar Awards ceremony through the online Oscars So White campaign. We will reveal those 5 characteristics that made Will Smith a box office superstar that will motivate you, whose 29 films have grossed over $6 billion and $535 million and counting. We can all agree, after the sad murder of George Floyd, with the global Black Lives Matter campaign, he and others will be given roles to represent modern America. He is not just some black actor, but a true multicultural actor with a global appeal. Here at Mr. Multicultural, we judge a person by their character and not by their race, colour or religion, like most moviegoers have always done. And the more talent on show, the better. Beyond the usual racial lead dominance we have experienced from Hollywood in the past, there is a real need to get away from those stereotypes that reflect a certain race as the bad guys and others as nothing but good. Why don't you join our multicultural family if new and subscribe to this channel to promote true equality. Will Smith didn't have an easy life, as all these articles will show. He had to tackle racism in the media industry earlier on, before he was allowed to make a Hollywood film that have gone on to earn billions around the world. And usually the journey into films is through the music industry for many black actors. He has gone on to star as an iconic figure, as Muhammad Ali in his successful film Ali, that was directed by Michael Mann. This film depicted a journey of American civil rights struggle and Muhammad Ali's own multicultural journey to become a global icon who is loved all around the world. Now let's hear from Michael Mann, and on behalf of Will Smith with their Emmas, and then we'll tell you the secret to Will's success.
This is great. We're at Michael Mann. We're here in Los Angeles, and sorry we couldn't be there. Will Smith and I both want to thank the Emma organization and the British public for voting Ali this award. Diversity, multiculturalism is exactly what the American civil rights struggle was about in the early 60s, and this film goes from 64 to 74 and delivered us into a very different world, which we certainly inhabit now. So on behalf of a very diverse, very multicultural cast and crew of Ali, Will and I both thank you for this.
Number 1. Self-Reliance. Willard Carol Smith Jr. was born on the 25th of September 1968 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, to Caroline and Willard Smith. He was a charismatic and cheeky child, often using his charm and quick wit to get him out of troubling situations with his parents and his teachers at school. Recent interview from Will claims that his father was abusive, which pushed him to develop a silly, fun personality as a form of protection. When he was 13, his parents separated. It was during this time in high school that Will began listening to rap music. Despite the struggle, he was academically gifted and was admitted to an engineering program at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. However, he did not attend, claiming that he wanted to be a rapper. Although he started rapping at the same mean-spirited way as his influences like Dr. Dre, his grandma encouraged him to remain true to himself. Will was ridiculed in his neighborhood for the way that he was rapping, talking about cheeky subjects matter in a playful way, whilst his peers would rap about violence, drugs and sex, prominent themes in their hip-hop music. Number 2. Optimism. In 1985, at a house party, Will met DJ and producer Jeffrey Towns, otherwise known as DJ Jazzy Jeff. The two instantly bonded with Jeff's beats over Will's light-hearted rhymes that would go on to define their music together. It was around the same time when he was given the nickname the Fresh Prince by his cousin Alfonso Ribeiro, who would go on to star in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. joining forces with beatboxer Ready Rock C. DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince was formed, where they performed in local venues across Philadelphia. This caught the attention of producer Paul Oakfield, who liked their song, Girls Ain't Nothing But Trouble. Paul bought the single to a small record label, signed the trio and released the song. It became a local hit, as well as charting at number 57 on the Billboard Top 100. The second album brought mainstream success, entitled He's the DJ, I'm the Rapper, which was released in 1988 and was met with widespread critical and commercial acclaim. This was their most successful album, and it became the first ever Grammy Award-winning hip-hop album, with the song Parents Just Don't Understand selling 5 million units and reaching number 12 on the single chart. They would go on to release another 4 albums following this. Number 3, Self-Confidence. It was in the 90s when Will made his film debut, starting with what would be a brilliant TV career. His breakthrough came when he played the fictionalized version of himself in the 90s television sitcom The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. The role brought him international recognition and 2 Golden Globe Award nominations for Best Actor in the category of a television series, musical or comedy. The 90s saw the acting career grow substantially as he starred in Bad Boys, Independence Day, and he took his iconic role in The Men in Black. In 1998, Will and his partner Jada Pinkett Smith created Overbrook Entertainment, a production company and record label distributed by Universal Pictures. He had married Pinkett Smith in 1997, and together they have 2 children, Jaden and Willow. It was during the production of Will's up-and-coming project Men in Black that he began writing for the film's soundtrack. The process sparked his desire to record a solo album. His first album contained such hits as Miami, Men in Black, Getting Jiggy With It. He would go on to release a further 3 albums containing hits such as Wild Wild West and Summertime. Will's ambitious outlook as a creator has set him apart from many others throughout his career. His desire to produce music, as well as staying committed to carrying out his roles in films with a dedicated attitude, has made him one of the most desired and respected entertainers in the industry over the years. Number 4, Passion. In 1998, he starred alongside Gene Hackman in an action thriller, Enemy of the State, a stylistic change of pace outside the comedy sphere. In 2001, he starred in the biographical sports drama Ali. It followed Muhammad Ali's story and gave him the first Academy Award nomination, as well as the Emerald Award for his contribution to a more inclusive society through this film. Will's own experience of being a successful black actor is good in an industry which has a reputation of not holding to equal opportunity for all races, made him resonate with Muhammad Ali's personal life. Following these successes, Will went on to star in a variety of film genres. This included the sci-fi film I, Robot, superhero movie Hancock, then the drama The Pursuit of Happiness, which earned him a second Academy Award nomination for his touching performance. In 2008, he starred in the acclaimed movie I Am Legend. The film was a huge success, beating the record of the largest film opening in the US, grossing $585 million worldwide and garnering Will critical acclaim and accolades, including the Saturn Award for Best Actor. Number 5, Willpower. In 2013, he starred alongside his son Jaden in a post-apocalyptic action film, After Earth. And just 2 years later, he earned himself a Golden Globe nomination for Best Actor for his performance in the sports drama Concussion. In this decade, saw Will starring in other popular films such as Focus opposite Margot Robbie, Marvel's Suicide Squad, and starring as Genie in Guy Ritchie's Aladdin. More recently, in 2020, he starred alongside Martin Lawrence for the final time in Bad Boys for Life, completing the film's trilogy, which kick-started back in 1995. The film became the highest grossing in the franchise, grossing $424 million, as well as earning a People's Choice Award and giving fans a deserved send-off to the cherished franchise. In 1996, he founded the Will and Jada Smith Family Foundation, a non-profit organization that helps to better inner city communities' development, with money going to schools. In summary, Will has always been able to stay true to himself. Since his beginning, he developed a rapping style that was playful and different from that of other gangster rappers at the time. Even now, throughout his career, he has maintained a likable personality, which is true to himself despite the social pressures of fame that affect many celebrities. He was able to demonstrate his versatility as one of the first to have a crossover in both rapping and acting by bringing his rapper persona in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air to the screen. The role earned him his first 2 Golden Globe nominations and immediately brought him to wide recognition. He was able to establish himself as a leading Hollywood A-star actor, achieving wide success in various film genres, and was one of the first black actors to achieve so. His talent won him Oscar nominations for Ali and The Pursuit of Happiness, and his reputation only grew from these outstanding performances. Regardless of awards, we can't forget the family comedy Hitch. Why don't you leave us a comment and share your own thoughts on Will Smith's multicultural journey? Was he at the right place at the right time to launch his film career, or was it through sheer hard work? And how multicultural is Hollywood in your opinion? Would really appreciate a like or a subscribe, and if possible, please donate on Patreon however little the amount to support this channel's ongoing mission to undertake multicultural campaigns. And remember, it's what's inside that counts, a motto we have used at the Emmys, as Will Smith has proven over the years, even if he has had a bad film or two. So until next time, thank you for watching and keep it multicultural.